Coming from villages close to the Malian border in the so-called three-border zone, these displaced young people can now go back to school thanks to a program that groups them in large school centers. Their new school is situated in Walam, a town in northwestern Niger that has been plagued by jihadist violence for the past 5 years.
J'ai plus de 90 écoles fermées. Donc, cette situation
I have more than 90 schools closed, so this situation has prompted the regional management to rethink of a response. This roadmap created the cluster centers in the Tillabéri region, including 3 cluster centers in Walam.
3 centres de regroupement au niveau donc de Walam.
These children are not like other students. They carry with them memories of the horrors they witnessed at the hands of the jihadists. They have been traumatized by the event they have lived through because some of them have seen their parents killed, shot in front of them, and this has marked them. So these children cannot be left like that. They have to be taken care of to bring them to a normal life through exercises. They come from 18 villages close to Mali, whose inhabitants found a refuge in Walam at the end of 2021, fleeing the killings by jihadist groups that led to the closure of the schools. The situation for schools is very worrying and is even becoming dramatic. There are more than 890 schools that have been closed here in Niger. As an alternative, many children have been grouped together in school centers where it is much more difficult to give them access to quality education. In Walam, nearly 1,600 children are enrolled in school. The euphoria of a return to school has not, however, erased the memories of horrors that some of the children witnessed.
Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is the latest leader to have been welcomed by his Algerian counterpart, Abdelmajid Tebboune, and host of the summit of the 31st Arab League. His arrival in Algiers comes as Arab leaders gathered in the Algerian capital on Tuesday for their first summit since 2019 after several postponements due to the coronavirus pandemic. Discussions in the summit will vary from water security, especially with Egypt's Renaissance Dam dispute and the sharing of Nile waters with Ethiopia, and also to food and energy concerns. Commodity importers, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt and Sudan, have been hit especially hard by soaring prices of wheat and oil, even as energy-producing Arab states have seen their coffers swell. Other matters to be discussed include Arab countries' relations with Israel. Several members of the 22-member bloc have normalized ties with the Jewish state, but Algeria remains a steadfast supporter of the Palestinians. The 2-day summit with leaders from Morocco and Syria not attending ends Wednesday. Police authorities in Nigeria have confirmed that at least 8 persons have been questioned over the death of the son of singer Davido. The sad news of the singer's son's death broke on social media late Monday. The 3-year-old Ifeanyi reportedly drowned in the family's swimming pool in Lagos and was underwater for an unspecified period before he was spotted. He was allegedly rushed to a hospital where he was confirmed dead. There has been no news from Davido and the child's mother, Chioma Rowland, also known as Chef Chi. However, celebrities and fans are reacting to the news with shock and disbelief. Davido, one of the world's most popular Afrobeat stars, has a huge following on social media. It is not the first time a popular Afrobeat star is losing his child and getting much attention. Nigerian star D'banj lost his son in a similar manner in 2018. Makaze is one of the poorest regions in central Mozambique, and that makes this transport hub one of the most important points for those who live here. Many men often leave from here in search of El Dorado in the mines and agri-fields of South Africa, Africa's most industrialized economy. The women stay waiting for what their husbands bring them once or twice a year, be it nice clothes, bicycles or drums, so that they can collect one of the scarcest goods in Makaze. A lot of people from Makaze work in South Africa but without passports. They go to South Africa because these many bicycles that we are seeing here come from South Africa, and the jerry cans also to carry water. The men leave in search of a better life. They face South African xenophobia against foreigners. Some flee never to return. Others nurture their dreams. For example, Santos João.
Com o trabalho que eu faço, aqui em Moçambique pode dar rendimento, mas não seria igual.
With jobs that I do here in Mozambique, I can have an income, but it wouldn't be the same. The income I hope to have in South Africa will be different. As those who come from there say, those who have worked with electricity, at some point it comes out more advantageous because the jobs there are more promising. Still single, Fatima Makava only admits to emigrating if her future husband takes her. For me, I don't have dreams of traveling and going to South Africa. Only maybe if someone comes along. In case someone comes along who wants to marry me, then I can go to South Africa. Yes. The Makaze regional government understands the ambitions of the local youth, but it is trying to convince them to stay and help the local economy. As a government, I would really like to appeal to all young residents in our Makaze district to embrace entrepreneurship, especially agribusiness and agriculture. We've got potential now for sesame production. In the past, many made gains from this production. We also produce cashew nuts. Why are the young people not embracing this, especially when we have too much arable land? And so I really advise the youth not to go to South Africa. It is better that they develop their own country. The government's arguments do not seem to alter the trend, and in the region, housing continues to increase in a community where polygamy is accepted. Migrant houses in South Africa are growing in Makaze as the number of wives increases, and this is also one of the attractions pulling young people from Makaze to South Africa. In Cameroon, the processing of tons of electronic waste produced each year is mainly in the hands of informal actors, but now Ismael Alioum and his NGO is embarking on a sustainable alternative to manage this waste. The NGO recovers defective devices from companies and households to avoid that the waste ends up in the trash. She gave us her license plate, her landline phone, an LCD screen and a piece of scrap metal. So we are here to really help households get rid of anything they consider to be electrical and electronic waste. In 2012, Cameroon adopted a law on electronic waste management, making Solidarity Technologique one of the first operators to obtain state approval. We are in partnership with people to dispose of material waste, including electronic cards and circuit boards, where the technology does not currently exist in Cameroon. In the association's premises, a dozen employees armed with gloves and masks sort, wash and then dismantle old screens, computer carcasses and electrical wires before repairing them. The equipment is only destroyed when all attempts to repair it have failed. When it is put back into service, it is cleaned, taken to the shop and then put back on the market at a low price. When this is not possible, we here in the dismantling section do the dismantling. A record 53.6 million metric tons of e-waste was generated around the world in 2019, and this number is on the rise according to the International Telecommunication Union.